Redskins-Cardinals defending Larry Fitzgerald, one of three key matchups for Redskins. With playoff hopes officially over, the Redskins are playing for pride and perhaps more importantly, their jobs next season. This week they host an Arizona Cardinals team that has also been battered by injuries, but that doesn't mean there aren't still some key players available on both sides. Here are three of the key matchups to look out for this week. Cardinals WR Larry Fitzgerald vs Redskins CB Kendall. Fuller. Fitzgerald is still an incredibly productive player despite being in his 14th season in the NFL. He is by far the Cardinals' leading receiver with 87 catches for 922 yards and 5 touchdowns. He's such a huge factor in the Cardinals' offense that the receiver with the second highest number of receptions is tight end Jermaine Gresham with just 29. Brewer. Jobs on the line if Redskins keep losing. He regularly lines up in the slot now, which matches him up against the Redskins' most improved corner Kendall. Fuller has improved by leaps and bounds in his second season and leads the team with 4 interceptions. However, he's yet to face a receiver with Fitzgerald's size on a regular basis, which will also challenge him in the run game. The Cardinals like to motion Fitzgerald into the core and have him block, meaning Fuller will have to fill in and account for the extra gap in the run game. Cardinals DB Tyrann Mathieu vs Redskins WR Jamison Crowder. Mathieu plays a hybrid position for the Cardinals, switching between safety and slot corner. In coverage, he'll come up against the Redskins' most reliable wide receiver in Crowder. They're both similar types of athletes, smaller frames and very quick. Crowder will have to run his best routes to beat Mathieu in coverage. Steinberg. This is the scariest number for the Redskins, but Crowder will also be responsible for Mathieu in other parts of the game. Mathieu is the second leading tackler on the Cardinals' defense, and if he's lining up in the slot, Crowder will be responsible for him as a blocker in the run game. The Cardinals also like to blitz Mathieu from the slot, so Crowder will need to be vigilant of any tells from Mathieu that he might blitz and signal to Cousins to alert him of the threat. Cardinals OLB Chandler Jones vs Redskins RT Morgan Moses. As has been the case for a number of weeks, it's unclear exactly who the starting left and right tackles will be for the Redskins this week. But Morgan Moses has remarkably been able to suit up and play on 2 ankle injuries each week to date. If he's able to do so again Sunday, he'll face a heavy dose of Chandler Jones. Jones leads the NFL with 14 sacks so far this season, bringing his total up to 25 since being traded by the Patriots to the Cardinals. Read more coverage. Thomas Boswell. Changing a nickname seems like a seismic shift, but it's rarely a mammoth deal. Kirk Cousins and other NFL players say they'd want to take CTE tests while active. We're not going to hit the rewind button. Jay Gruden and the Redskins